morning, but any updates with him? And then how do you know about the oblique, how bad it is? How do you expect him to miss much time?
They didn't think it was that bad as far as like long-term thing. So it was more of the combination of the soreness, but the sickness is what knocked him out of tonight. He was going to be doubtful with the oblique, but the sickness is what knocked him out. And so hopefully he gets well soon. You know, he's been in good contact with our docs, and then they'll check the oblique when he gets back in the practice facility, hopefully tomorrow.
You mentioned how the Heat have wrecked some home winning streaks. Is that something that's important to you?
I just think we just want to play well. I mean, I think that at the end of the day, these guys are really good. They're really well coached. They're really deep. They could go a number of different ways off the bench and in their starting lineup, and they've just played great basketball, home or away, all year, and they just keep coming at you. So like you're not gonna get away with 6 bad minutes against these guys.
They're kind of the mystery guest in this thing here. They weren't like necessarily expected.
To who?
Miami.
Right?
Oh, well.
I mean, Butler. You add Butler to that team.
True.
I mean, I think they're really good. I think that what they've done and everybody else is a testament to them. Is with Nunn's ascension, he's excellent. He's having a great year, and then Duncan Robinson and Hero have added just ridiculous shooting, and so that has opened up the floor for those other guys. So I would say that Butler's addition, you knew they were going to be in the mix at some level, but I think they've all been elevated by all those guys.
What are the keys to containing Kendrick Nunn?
He's really good. He's really shifty. He's a lefty that puts you in tough spots. He can go right into pull-ups. He can go left to the rim. He can finish with floaters. He can shoot the three. He's just a really good player. He's off to a great start in his career.
Miami's 8-2 in the last 10, but they are 0-3 in the second game of back-to-back. So how important will it be for you guys to establish energy early?
Well, you have to play with energy for 48 minutes against them, and that's almost every night against everybody, but certainly against them. I would say that I don't know what the numbers would suggest over the last 10 years, but I'm guessing Miami's one of the better back-to-back teams in the league, just because I think they've got a way about them and a toughness about them that has been passed on from team to team.
Has anything Robinson done surprised you?
Duncan? Well, I mean, I just think that he's always been a ridiculously elite shooter. I remember when he came in for his draft workout, I was kind of taken aback how big he is. And so he's used that length effectively on the defensive end of the floor. He plays with, he's smart. He covers the right amount of space. He takes away space without fouling. And then on the other end, he's just a threat. He's an all-time, he's just all the time you have to be aware of him. And that's the issue with great shooters on the floor. Some teams you look at and you say, okay, it's early in the year and maybe their three-point numbers will even out. I just think these guys are going to be one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league all year. Anytime that you have the playmakers that you have with Nunn and Butler and those guys, and then you add the elite shooters with Robinson, Hero, and the bigs that can shoot too, that just opens up everything.
Brad, you mentioned this morning your defensive thought had slipped a little bit the last week or so. What do you think has been the biggest reason for that?
Season. Sometimes that happens throughout the season as you accumulate games. So I think that's just, there's a lot of different things you could probably point to. Oftentimes that's just being able to get back in the gym and refocus on what you need to do to be a little bit better. I think that it's gone game to game. The Sacramento game, I felt like we got screened all over the place. The Brooklyn game at home, I thought we were much better than the numbers we gave up when I went back and looked at film. And then I thought we weren't as good at Brooklyn. I mean, it's just been inconsistent. Technically, I feel pretty good about, we've got a lot in that we haven't had in the past at this time. Large part because we've kind of had to be, scrambling around from the get-go because we've been small. Thank you.